CT side is Astralis and Luminosity. On the terrorist side, they've gone for 2 people, fully kitted out with grenades and Glocks here. Definitely suggesting a bit of an execute. I'm wondering what these HE grenades are going to be used for.
This is looking like straight up B into sewers. They could set up for the monster. There's going to be a double peek for monster as well here. Astralis, they're not going to find any targets just yet, but they want to go aggressive, and it's all going to be on Taco. Taco is waiting right in the edge, right in the corner here. Is he going to get a target? cajunb's going to go walking past, and there it is. Peekaboo! Gets the first kill, and that is huge.
Oh, and look, trapped in the corner is Xyp9x. This is so well played. Someone has been watching Astralis demos. Otherwise, there's no way you would ever do that. That's so incredibly unlikely. Why would you slide up against the wall like that in the monster tunnel, expecting an aggressive push? Definitely some real homework has been done here. karrigan runs right into Taco, picks up a 3rd kill there. Headshot on device as well. And now dupreeh taking a long-range try, but Taco is wrecking Astralis at the moment. What a way to start here. Finally, they get a refrag, but it is way, way too late in the hour for this. dupreeh just trying to stay alive, and he does take out Fur, but cannot obviously win the round.
Sit down, Fur. And yeah, 3 players alive. dupreeh just getting kill after kill. He could get the last one, but he runs out of bullets. Oh no, and they're going to be able to make it out alive now. Bomb is about to go boom. Both of them die, but dupreeh with the quad kill in the end. The issue here is, I mean, those are just, okay, you're inflicting some economic damage to those guys because now they have to actually spend some more money on the Kevlar that they would have had otherwise. But those are low impact frags for dupreeh, unfortunately. If he doesn't have the time to get on that bomb and get the defuse down,
yeah,
I mean, this is just money for him, basically. He's just made, what, like an extra $1,200.
Yeah, at least what you could hope is that it inspires some confidence in the team, that everyone starts to think, okay, you know, dupreeh seems to be ready, well, maybe the rest of us should be too. I think that's important as well. Just feeling like you didn't just get swept out of that round. You know, maybe you put up a little bit of a fight at least.
Well, dupreeh did. Where's everybody else, Anders?
It's everybody else. They're the ones watching. You know, they're peacefully watching from beyond the grave at that point.
I wish I could be that good.
Teach me, dupreeh.
Like, seriously, it's either like Xyp or dupreeh right now that seem to be doing the damage for Astralis. Luminosity. They've gone for a bit of a mix again, this time just 2 AKs, 2 SMGs, and then the Scout on Fallen. Fallen very effective with that Scout, so it's not exactly like a poor buy from him. But they're kind of poised to go whichever way they want right now. They've got control of Connector and Soar, so they can apply some pressure to B. Then that bomb is still waiting up in mid, and they're doing a very good job of just, you know, clearing out mid right now, Luminosity. So they're not committed. They can still rotate around whichever way they want.
Yeah, and that bomb being brought back into T-spawn is obviously a big indication for us, but unknown to Astralis just yet. They do have 3 men stacked and actually a 4th one coming in for device here. So yeah, they've got 4 people in this bomb site any second now. Taco leading the charge with the AK. Gotta be careful you don't give that one up to them. But a good grenade, a good shot from Fallen, taking out cajun. Finally Xyp with a bit of a reply, taking down Fur, but I don't think it's in time. The bomb is gonna go down here, and I can't see a way in which the CT side can stop this.
Ooh, nice shot from dupreeh. He's not going to get a follow-up, though. Cold is going to be there to shut him down, and FNX will find the final kill. Can they save the second AK? No, they can't. That new round time. So actually, that's a very successful round as far as Astralis are concerned. Minimal investment on their part. dupreeh spent a little bit more money, but then he made more money in the pistol. They managed to successfully get 3 kills and take one of the AKs away from Luminosity and the Scout. So pretty solid work from Astralis, actually, in the second round to manage Luminosity's economy.
Here in the 3rd round, a bit of a different approach with every member of the team rushing in towards birthday and just continuing on here. karrigan looking for a fight and takes down Cold. Sierra now Fur with a refrag on dupreeh. cajun, karrigan, they're all going down, and device going last, as it will be Fur picking up a good number of kills then. All 5?
Yeah, he had a bit of a rough start. Pistol round, gets shut down by dupreeh. Second, he gets shut down by Xyp9x. Now he made some money back there for a little bit of confidence for him. So, I mean, now it's just going to be the full buy for both teams. Device just barely has enough for the AWP and Kevlar. And then a full buy coming out from Luminosity. They have everything they need, all the whistles, the bells, the bright and shiny nades.
4th round here. AWP on device and 1 on Fallen as well. And Cold being very careful trying to check the restrooms.
And Astralis doing a very good job this time of having a presence in sewers. They're actually going to leave Xyp9x behind in here as well. So a little bit of a trap laid. I mean, Luminosity, they keep wanting to go into sewers. They keep trying to get control of this part of the map. So Astralis, they're going to be there to greet them this time. Say, okay, if you guys want to have a battle here, we'll set up for it.
dupreeh. Be nice to get an opening frag. Here's the first chance to buy for Astralis. It's also, again, a confidence and momentum thing. If you lose this first round, you know that Luminosity just get a second one for free, and then they're up 5-0, and that feels so bad. So you've got to get it back in it somehow. Cold spots one person. Grenade comes out just to buy a little bit of time as they fall back into the bomb site. About 45 seconds now on the clock, and they have all the smokes for a good A execute here, which means this AWP, well, now it's definitely useless. Fallen easily takes that peek there and just wins it.
And he's so good with that shot. Now it's going to have to come down to karrigan. But the full execute is going to be coming out onto the site now. Smokes go down. karrigan goes for the peek, spots it coming, gets a shot in, follows it up on Taco, but eats a nade for his trouble, and he's got to get the fall away headshot on a cold. karrigan right now, it's down to the in-game leaders, Anders.
Oh, incredible shot from karrigan, especially that second one. He goes for a third. He's going to get it, shutting down FNX now. Sip coming up from behind. dupreeh helping out with the kill on Fur, and Fallen, he's doing a lot of damage, but he can't win the round. 5 seconds left here. So Astralis, they hold on. Even if they lost the entry there, which was a very scary moment. karrigan bringing it back.
And they successfully make it out. Fallen in particular, with that AWP, he needed to get that one kill, but this right here, that is a sick shot. Taking down Cold, the menace, that was brilliant. And while Astralis, I mean, basically individual performance is what made the difference there. karrigan, I mean, he was just like, one way or another, guys. I know Fallen does it all the time. I can do it too. I can make a difference for the team in a key round. And well, again, Luminosity. This time, Astralis weren't quick enough to push out. And so they won't be there to lay a trap for FNX. So they have control of sewers. Once again, Luminosity. And now FNX just pushed all the way up. Decides to fall back once he spots the man, though.
Good shot from Firm. karrigan going down early on, goes back, but he can't escape dupreeh then.
Oh no, he messes up his smoke. There's a room to move here, and he's gonna get the drop on FNX. What a mind game from dupreeh. FNX expecting dupreeh to fall back on the other side of the smoke. And well, now Cold, he's looking to see if he can't get that kill back, but now dupreeh's in the back line, everything falling apart here. Luminosity now, they have to worry about the flank on top of everything else.
And the bomb is all the way behind dupreeh. I mean, he doesn't know that yet, but if he goes up and checks, he's going to find the bomb, and everything gets really weird for the terrorist side. dupreeh looking for a fight. He really shouldn't. Yeah, now he sees the bomb, and this is going to be a good moment for Astralis. One man up, bomb all the way back there. They're going to have to spend so much time, LG, to get into this round again.
Yeah, actually, this is just a catastrophe for them. All in the mind games from dupreeh. There's the timing again, working his way. Cold checking the angle, looking the wrong way. Boom, gets taken out. And now it's up to Taco to come back and get this bomb. But with 30 seconds left, they really just don't have a whole lot to work with here. And as soon as they decide to push through, if they go down into connector, dupreeh's going to be ready and waiting for him. Well, timing actually works out for Luminosity for once.
And now, no reason to fight for anybody here. Fallen takes down Device, but I mean, it's 10 seconds left, basically, for a 2v2. They could have just stayed put now. They've actually bought a way to get back in the round here. Taco, he's going to have enough time for the plant, and now this is going to get crazy. Sip and Cajun trying to get back in here to retake it, but there is no reason for anybody to peek in that 2v3. That is a very, very bad idea. Cajun looking for the shot here, and Fallen wins it. How does it happen now? Sip has a lot of work to do. 1 versus 2. He's got no grenades. He can't even smoke defuse or anything. He taps it once, but he knows they're going to be coming for him. Checking it all the way from restrooms, and Sip goes down. What a huge win here for Luminosity, and a big mistake for Astralis.
What a blow dealt to the confidence there of Astralis. That is a catastrophe, Anders. That you do not lose that kind of round, especially after dupreeh offers it up to you on a platter.
The way to think about it is what's to be gained from peeking. Say you spot someone, there's 16 seconds left. If you stay behind that box and they run in and try and plant 5 seconds, you just run around and kill the guy planting, and that's it.
That's basically what it boils down to. And this time it's Astralis making the mistakes that allow for Luminosity to get back into the round. Plant with just a split second left in the round as well, and just painful, painful. And now Astralis, well, it's going to be this mental struggle for them to get back into it, get dialed in.
Did he just have no pistol out while he was standing there?
He was admiring his knife. What? It cost him a lot of money, bro.
I guess. I could accept that as a reasoning, some logic there. FNX doing what he's been doing a lot actually on this map, which is trying to flank whoever is holding long. And I love that play, but it should be something that Astralis should be aware of now as well, that if they run into people over at restrooms on the long side, then there's a good chance FNX is running up behind them.
Yeah, and FNX is on the hunt right now. He wants to make some money. Get the skrill, as Thorn would say. Oh.
Not from cajunb, though.
Well, Taco's going to get a piece of the action as well. And, well, where's devve? devve is over here on long. Bomb has been planted, and FNX, well, FNX is gone, but Cold isn't, and so another kill going to the SMG.
And this seemed like it was fated to be the ultimate matchup, or at least an ultimate matchup, and instead it is Luminosity crushing, as they've been doing all day, it seems. Crazy, crazy turn of events here. We do have 3 FAMASs, 1 M4 and 1 M4A4 there on the Astralis side. Grenades are all right. Luminosity, though, are 5-1 on the less favored side of Overpass.
And there's a smoke just to block it off. Now dupreeh's going to start worrying about that backstab coming in. And is he going to be able to make it out in one piece? He will eventually be able to fall back. devve is there to back him as well with that M4A1. And I do like the fact that Astralis at least are trying to challenge in mid. They're not allowing Luminosity to get in here for free. This could be a little bit scary here. There's the peek, and dupreeh hits the timing perfectly. He could get the follow-up, but no, FNX is there to save it. And now, well, devve could get the shot, but he's not going to succeed. 16 HP left on FNX, but karrigan's there to hold the line. Fair can't get the backstab in.
And Taco going to go down as well. So just a lot of individual fights here that work out great for Astralis. And that's really all that makes a difference. So not necessarily a lot of strategy going into it. You saw dupreeh, he saw the shadow before he took that first fight, so he knew someone was there as well. And now FNX and Fallen, well, again, unless Astralis start taking fights now, which, again, there's no reason for them to do, this should not be a winnable situation.
It's karrigan just holding the angle as well. He can't get peeked by that op. So you see Fallen, trying to check it, but that's going to give it away. Yep, karrigan spots the op barrel. He's able to just get that kill for free. And that leaves it down to FNX now. Again, FNX so very low in a 1v4. And they can actually challenge him at long now if they want to. So not going to be pretty here with only 20 seconds left. Oh, no. Misses the jump as well. Go on a jump server, bro. Time to hit some practice going.
Actually, for some reason, I find that jump to be really difficult. I don't know why. Yeah, it's like a mental thing, I think.
It's like one of those really satisfying things for me where it's like I hit it every time. So I'm just like, yeah. Secretly, I'm as good as Guardian.
Other ones I'm all right with. That one, for some reason, messes me up. Well, 5-2 and a big round for Astralis. They need a lot more of them. They got to make this 10-5. Again, they lost the first map here. They don't seem to be sort of firing at anywhere near all cylinders here, so just as much as they can get out. There was just someone jumping. It's something that we see Sipmix do a lot. Almost to the point where it might be too predictable now. The push comes through into B. Sip spots them out. FAMAS in hand. cajunb right by the barrels here. Is he going to get a chance? He will shut down easily Taco, and more might follow. They're not even looking for him. cajunb, just the shooting gallery. And 3 Brazilians have fallen now. FNX down to 5 health as well, but again, a 2 versus 4, and should be no problem here for the CT side. Yeah,
complete and utter devastation here. Now what can Fur actually do? He's struggled a little bit so far, apart from that big round, the anti-eco, where he's able to get 4 kills. He hasn't really been having too big an impact. So now it's his time to shine. 1v4, minute left, and there we go. First headshot, doesn't even take any damage. He gets spotted, though. Looking for the second, but he's not going to get it. Sipmix wins the duel straight up.
You know what we just saw then? We saw the, turn the other cheek approach to Counter-Strike. They were like, if we just ignore cajunb here, then all is gonna be good, right?
Sweet.
Yes. Thank you.
I got my medicine now.
Wonderful fans here showing up at the casting desk. If only we could. Now, 5-3. You guys can't see that, and it's probably for the best. We have no armor on Luminosity and just some pistols here. So Astralis has managed to turn this around in their favor now, and they've got a chance to really build something here. And dupreeh and karrigan, they're laying in the foundations of, it's any big empire on fallen corpses, right? That's what it's all about.
They haven't quite developed enough money, though, Astralis to start feeling really comfortable with the situation. But this is definitely a start. devve laying them low and clean anti-eco round from Astralis. That's exactly what they were looking for. Now they actually have a little bit of bank to work with, and now...
dupreeh's really trying hard. 13 and 5 right now.
Dude, it was the same thing on Train at the beginning of Train. You know, he was the one who came alive. Really trying to battle in there, and then... Well, Cajun has had a few decent rounds as well for Astralis. It's just not quite enough to make up so far. Like, we need more of that from Astralis. We need to see that consistently round after round on the CT side. They need to be bopping Luminosity. And there we go. We nearly had it. Karrigan not going to find that shot. He's got a man to back him, though. Instead of now, they know exactly where Fur's playing from. Fur, there's the flash, there's the spray, and unfortunately for him, dupreeh just jumps over his bullets.
Well, that was a beautiful little instance of just pure teamwork coming out from Astralis. karrigan also picking up Taco. And dupreeh very, very aggressive here. Oh, God. If he keeps going, he's going to push up behind them. devve going for the fight here. Doesn't win it against Cold Zero. But again, dupreeh right now is inches away from taking this bomb away. And that would be horrific for them. Oh, no.
If he steps. Yeah, Fallen. Fallen's just like, what is this? Footsteps behind me? Where did those come from? And now FNX finds Xyp9x on the A site. Anders, like, we were 2 seconds away from saying that this is done and dusted and that Astralis are going to tie this up 5-5, and now Luminosity have a man advantage.
This is not the kind of mentality I want to see from Astralis. I mean, yes, they were close to the A-bomb site, but nobody had spotted the bomb. There was no big execute coming in that meant that dupreeh had to run to be there, you know? I think that's another mistake there. I mean, that combined with devve peeking up at the A-bomb site earlier against Fallen, that is now responsible for sort of 2 big rounds here that they should have had. And obviously not a lot that karrigan can do at this point here. He's got so little HP, any bullet, and he goes for the shot, takes down Cold, and he gets dropped by FNX, and yeah, FNX with a triple kill. Luminosity at 6-4. But I mean, we've obviously, I can look at our analysts right here and see them, and those 2 rounds are going to be talked about. I can guarantee you.
You also have to give it to Fallen though, and just like, he has 1 shot there. He has to hit that shot or he's a dead man.
Absolutely.
Right?
I mean,
you got to give it to him in the clutch, like and that's like a mini clutch situation. He just doesn't miss the shot. Boom, picks dupreeh off midair, saves the situation completely.
Well, karrigan with the AWP. You were talking about Guardian. This is one of his favorite positions on Overpass, so we'll see if they can make it work. Another boost coming in here. dupreeh looking towards the exit from Connector. It could be could be used both places. You could use it inside of restrooms as well there. karrigan now, they're getting dangerously close. He's got no backup. How does he even make it out of this corner? I'm not sure. Smoke goes up, has to run and just hug the wall there to make it back. And he'll be alive for a moment at least.
Wow, this is action all across the map as well. Down in Connector, just a little bit of a wallbang coming through. And now karrigan, he manages to make it out of dodge, and this is very smart of him. Instead of just falling back, playing it safe on the site, he's going to just change up his position. And Luminosity, they might not be expecting an op here, and for once, Fallen loses a duel. karrigan is there, ready and waiting, picks him off. And now Astralis, they have the edge in the round.
They do, but jump, a little bit of a bait. There was someone peeking behind with AWP. karrigan gets the shot, but Cold Zero was there. And that was the play that they were going for initially, just trying to see if they could bait out the shot from karrigan. They kind of do, but he gets the kill in the meantime now. devve goes down. Taco just crouching into that angle, making it a 3-on-3. And dupreeh up in that bomb site. Cajun close to Connector, so if they try and rotate back here, Cajun will catch them. dupreeh just has to stay put. And they can even afford to rotate a second guy into A because of Cajun's position. So this is all very, very smart work. They are going to go for the A bomb side, it seems. And dupreeh, can he stop it here? Going through the smoke, he wants to prevent the bomb plant, not even go for the after plant. And there it is. dupreeh gets down 1. That bomb is picked up by Taco. Xyp is here. Can he make it around the corner, actually? He could have sprayed through that angle, but he's not even going to try it. Taco now around on the other side. And there comes Cajun. Easy kill first. Now turns around. Cold is there. Picks up a double. Xyp, how can he get back into this round? He's got the AWP here, Cold. And 1 bullet is all it takes. And he's going to miss the first one. Xyp still has so much work to do, though.
He's so far away from this. There's the flash just trying to draw him out. Goes for the tap with it. This is putting some pressure on Cold. Cold swaps over to the M4A1. And now you can just take this fight all day long. He just checks that bomb. Doesn't even need to hunt for the frag. Just so long as he can keep checking the bomb to make sure that Xyp9x isn't defusing. It works out just fine. Although Xyp9x now, man, it's just more time on the clock. Is he going to make it? It's going to be right on the edge. And he just barely gets the defuse in. And finally a clutch going Astralis' way. 5 rounds on the board now for them, but way too close. And that's also down to Cold, basically still adjusting to that new bomb timer. I mean, he's got to be thinking to himself, okay, I can take the fight now. There's no way he can defuse it.
I was thinking that too, to be honest.
Yeah, likewise.
So yeah, that bomb timer still messing up some of the internal calculations there in Cold Sierra. He's going to put Astralis at 5 rounds. It's still a very, very sketchy first half. There's so much more work to be done for the Danes, but if they can gun for 9-6 finish, then things aren't looking too bad either. And this round, actually Cold Sierra opens up with a shot on dupreeh, but really, they don't have any armor, and the most dangerous weapon they have might have been that scout there, but this should be manageable.
You're wrong, Anders. We all know that the most dangerous weapon in CSGO is the Tech 9.
True.
Come on. And now they're just slow playing it, Luminosity. They get an edge, they get an advantage. They know that the Astralis are now kind of internally freaking out over here.
Oh no, Fallen, he goes for the shot, he misses it, goes again. That would have been the absolute epic moment, but it doesn't quite happen.
If only he could have gone for the jump again. If only he hadn't pulled the trigger, if he'd have just jumped again, taken his time, lined it up. The guy had no idea.
But now they're going to try and... Actually, they go for the boost again here, and a Cajun in the corner. He goes for the fight, but he's in the barrels, and he can't actually easily get out. Goes for the fight and gets taken out by Taco. So a 2-for-0 trade. And then Sip out in the open. They're going to swarm him. He can't even hide anywhere. All up to device now in a 1-on-4. Nothing seems to be working right now for Astralis, and Luminosity, I mean, whatever they do, it's just going to be fine.
What is the scoreline for device?
Yeah, well, just think about how many fights he's taken at restrooms where he's lost them. So every single time he runs into anybody, they just beat him.
They maul him, yeah. 229, though? That's just... That's, shocking. Heavy-hitting commentary here. Yeah, I know.
Shocking.
Shocking. But it is shocking to see Device, who's supposed to be the linchpin, basically, for Astralis, their key man, and he's just not having any impact right now. He might get 3. He gets 3 kills, but...
Yeah, that bomb did 3 damage and put him down to 2 health as well. If he had been, like, 1 pixel closer to that wall, he would just died with the bomb, and that would have been very bad. But, 7-5, 13th round coming up. I don't know if, I mean, they used those timeouts on train. Haven't used them yet here on Overpass on the CT side. It might be time soon because, I mean, it might have already been past time here. They need to get this back somehow. Peek in, Fallen will miss the shot, but they still have every advantage, especially with Cold picking up Device, who had the only rifle.
And they're fragging just so hard right now. So Astralis mentally, there's like wherever we go, we die. I mean, perhaps, you know, they managed to successfully bait out Fallen there, but every time you run into Cold, it's just, man, nightmare fuel. Like, this guy just wrecks you. So Luminosity again, and they're really just making Astralis sweat at this point. They're training Astralis for, well, actually, this could be what Luminosity are gearing up for here. 14th round. Maybe they try and change up the pace, go for an aggressive play onto B or something along those lines, because they've really been taking their time with it. Nice boost here from karrigan, making use of the M4, so at least Astralis are able to strike back. But then Fallen picks dupreeh out of the air like a big duck, and, well, it's all going to get nasty from here on out.
dupreeh. Cajun and Sip on left. They've stolen an AK, but I mean, there is almost nothing you could point out right now that we sort of say, well, at least Astralis have this going for them. This is going to be a really, really tough end to this half, it seems. 7 rounds, about to be an 8th here, and saving the AKs is absolutely the right choice right now. Leave Cajun around here with the USP if you want. Grenade on in. I mean, again, I feel like Fnatic might be the only team that's immune to this rule because they somehow continue to be good, almost no matter what happens. But almost every other team seems to like quickly fall into this one category where they continuously they do well for a while, and then I don't know what I call it, laziness, but they stop putting the same effort in. They don't like reinvent themselves too much, and the Brazilian team obviously does. They don't care. They just keep rolling in here.
Well, you've got the difference right now between the tier 1 teams, getting complacent and just playing too much and not putting in, the hunger is there for Luminosity. They haven't won anything yet, anything that matters at least. They won it like a Brazilian tournament at the beginning of the year, but even they were kind of just like, yeah, okay, we won something, but you know, they're hungry for an international tournament. The way you do that is you keep working, you bust your ass day in, day out, and right now we're seeing, you know, what the hard work gets you. Luminosity are just, you know, dumpstering a tier 1 team, like one of the top 4 in the world.
Yeah, devve. We're moving forward at the edge here. FNX is right there, and devve is going to lose that fight once again. He just can't seem to make anything work right now. Fur opening up with 2 kills that involved sort of a combination of spray and grenades, which is beautiful. Pop flash in, and cajunb, can he find the kill there? 2 people waiting for him. He cannot, and it's going to be a 9th round here for Luminosity. Sip in the corner, goes down. Nobody even dies on the terrorist side here.
And Astralis are in the process of tilting off the face of the planet. We've got a double Nova buy coming in here for the 15th round. It's all or nothing now to keep Luminosity off double digits in the first half on their T side here on Overpass, which isn't even their map. This is Astralis' map. This is just a collapse of Astralis. They are completely falling apart here. And they, I mean, now that their backs are to the wall, we might see them come alive here and actually win some duels. devve holding closing connector. Oh, he's about to get toasty though. Molotov is going to force him to change up. Where can he go? He's got to back off, and now he's blocked in the corner. He might get the pre-fire, but he's still stuck. And luckily for Fur, he's able to back off in time with 8 HP. But yeah, now devve knows, I'm stuck. I can't actually leave. FNX is waiting up there with the birthday present, and you aren't going to like it.
Well, is he going to try? He's getting awfully close right now, FNX, and that's a straight headshot from the Nova. Maybe keeping some distance would have been the more smart thing to do there. Fur very nearly dead as well, but it is the 15th round, so Luminosity, what are they going to come up with? We're ticking past the minute mark here. devve being very annoying. I mean, even if he just stays there and doesn't kill anyone, whatever execute they do, they're going to have to worry about him being there somewhere to potentially flank them, so it's kind of an annoying problem to have to deal with, and they can't really easily sandwich them with Fur either, because Fur's got so little health. They're going to have to do a different kind of sandwich here. Missed shot once, but there it is. Cold going down. devve trying to make up for the past 14 rounds.
He's trying to get those kills in here at the end. Let's see. I mean, he finally gets overwhelmed there by Taco. And they are going to wind up on this B site. 20 seconds left. There's just no time. And cajunb's got a Nova. If you thought devve was the end of your horrors, right? You know, the end of the nightmare. There's still a shotgun left on this map, and Xyp9x is going to bait. Instant shot from him, and now cajunb not even going to have an impact. Xyp9x is just going to hog all the kills. 8 seconds left here for Fur, and well, that's it. Pretty much end to the half. It will be a 6th round picked up for Astralis on their CT side. Very far from the mark, though. Very far from what they were looking for.
Yeah, definitely not too impressive here. We look at the scoreboard. It's dupreeh at 15, karrigan at 13. Then we drop down Sip, cajunb, devve at 7, 6, and 5. And on the other team, it's much more even than that. I mean, Cold and Fallen are at the bottom of the scoreboard with 9 and 7, but otherwise it's 12 kills for FNX, Taco, and Fur. So just, I mean, some of the rounds they won, Astralis, were even just straight duels won. No big setups, no one pop flashing in to get any kind of good information, you know, figuring out what's going on. And this game started, this half started with Taco and I guess Luminosity in general reading that aggressive push in Monster Tunnel to get that kill, and then I think they left Xyp9x in a horrible corner where he couldn't get out and ended up getting killed as well. So from the very beginning, Luminosity had such a good read on Astralis, and I think maybe they just became like too passive and too paranoid at the end. And so all we can do is just like hang back and see what happens. And then those 2 big rounds, devve peeking.
Yeah,
and
the site. Fallen was just there, ready to greet him. I mean, a 2v4 clutch, if I'm not mistaken. That was 2v4. And you can't afford to lose that kind of round. Exactly, you can't afford to lose that kind of round if you're Astralis. Like, you need to have the experience in these kinds of situations to not make those kinds of mistakes.
Good times. Seuss here, coach for the Brazilian side. Looking serious, I would say, focused. Not to be mistaken for worried. But with this kind of a lead, Train finished 16-8 favoring Luminosity, and it only looked competitive for the first 6 or 7 rounds, and then they just took over the game. This is almost worse.
Yeah, 9 rounds. Well, countdown has begun to get into the pistol round here for the second half, and it's going to be Astralis now passing over onto the T side, Luminosity on the CT side, and we have an HE and a kit picked up for Fur. karrigan as usual, going for the P250. Well, no, actually, he drops the P250 for cajunb and then just gets a flash and a smoke. And then FNX is going to have a bit of a rough time. Still gets one, nearly two. He nearly had it there. If he had one more bullet, cajunb was a goner.
That would have been very scary, wouldn't it? Fallen, and actually Taco pushing up all the way behind him. He's not quite sure if he keeps pushing and they hit A immediately. He's very far away. And now instead, he's looking all the way behind. If karrigan goes and checks, it's very unlikely that he will check this position. I mean, he'll probably try, but it'll be so hard for his sort of... There's no muscle memory for that position, you know? It's just an off angle. karrigan actually waiting, and Taco losing patience and ends up getting punished for it. So heads up play here from the Danish captain. Now we'll see if they can bring it back. Still more than a minute left in a 4 versus 3. Fur and Fallen holding the A-bomb side. karrigan making so much noise that it's drawing players from the A-bomb side down here.
Oh, this is super sick, Anders. This is so cool on the fly here, but Luminosity, at least they left one man behind. He will get overwhelmed by device. Cold and Fallen, unfortunately for them, action is up on the A site. Fallen will be here, the first man in from Bank, and there is time for Cold to rotate up. 2-on-4 retake scenario, though, and who knows where that kit got dropped. They got a lot of work ahead of him here, the Brazilians, but Cold is, you know, he's up to the task. He takes out device to start.
Yeah. He's checked in now, but Sipnik's going to be checking Fallen now. Cold hitting one more shot, still 2 to go. Again, if only he had a smoke grenade, it would change so much, but he's got very, very little time. Gonna run forward, making a lot of noise here, checking deep into the restrooms to try and find whatever is left here. But Astralis playing this one smartly. Cold picking up a kill, turning us back to karrigan, and that's going to be the round 7-9. And Astralis, just a bit of breathing room here. It should be, unless Luminosity go for C-set armor, which they will.
Seriously, Cold is the raid boss on pistols. That is so crazy how consistent he is at picking up kills with the USP. He is on fine form right now. But Astralis, they just outplayed Luminosity. That was a sick fake, committing the smoke to the B site. karrigan runs up there, really just trying to sell it as hard as he could, and it worked perfectly. There was only a single man on that site when they went crashing into it. Astralis on the A site. It was perfect. And so now we need more like that. Just, you know, hit the shots. Yes, hit the shots, but then, you know, smart, savvy play like that. That's what's going to bring them back here into this map. This is their map.
FNX close with the C said. This is a very lethal range. If they get close, this could be horribly horrible start for them. Trying to see if they could do it. I think device may have checked it, but oh, he hits that shot. Did he hit it jumping on device? I think device might have been just jumping past then. That's a big start. And again, now they have to worry. They have to spend time, and maybe also people try and get this. FNX picking up one more, nearly a triple. Cold there to help him out. Still got 4 bullets left, and it's going to be enough for a kill on dupreeh. Oh, what a turn of events here. cajunb, the only man left to try and salvage this awful round from Astralis, and how?
I don't know, I'm just shaking my head right now, Anders.
And cajunb, super focused at the moment, going for it. Did you see the face? I don't think he saw. He should see the top of the head. He's focused on everything. Finally, there it is. cajunb be the T-Rex. It took a bit of movement for him to actually see it. It was only until he sort of stood up in it. Until that point, he just, you know, no movement. It's not there. That's how you beat cajunb.
And unlike in Jurassic Park, this T-Rex dies.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean...
Dude, the T-Rex is like the final boss in Jurassic Park. That thing just never dies, right?
I was about to bring in the new, like, the Jurassic World, but I'm not going to do that. That movie's awful. We'll leave it out. Sip pushing up into tunnel, dodging a grenade. He's got the deagle. He's ready for this one. Oh, it's going to be a missed shot. That would have been perfect. A way to get back into this round, but they've got very little equipment, armor and pistols, but they have to get close somehow to make these work. And that's a nice shot from dupreeh, who's still punching in on that clock, still ready to do more work.
Yeah, he has shown up, and he continues to wreak havoc here. Nice spot as well with the dig, looking for that long-range shot. He's going to be able to pass that FAMAS off to his mate, device. I would like to see the FAMAS go to somebody with a bit more HP. It might make its way there eventually. We'll see. Fur, he's going to have to allow them to get through first, and, well, that's a question of whether dupreeh allows him to live. And, of course, dupreeh doesn't have a shred of mercy. If we get a counter eco scenario here, now we really turn it into a brawl, Anders. Because this is where it gets really nasty. I could see Luminosity going for the force themselves if Astralis actually managed to pull this off.
It's a good flash that allows Taco to just move into the tunnel here in case anyone was there. Maybe you could have punished him. He's looking almost the wrong way. Fallen going to get a kill. Taco lining it up. He's going to get the one, but he's getting shot on the side of the face. karrigan waiting still from C spawn, and now Cold has got a lot of work to do. They're coming in there. They've got some grenades as well. They need that bomb hunt in the next 20 seconds. And Cold can't get the crossing shot. Now he's going to try and go for it again. Fallen going down. It's a third headshot with a deagle from dupreeh. And a 1 versus 3 from Cold. 0, and he drops. So huge round from dupreeh. Just up now to 19 kills. Even though they've been losing, they're actually both karrigan and dupreeh are out-fragging anybody on LG's side. But that's also it. Then the drop-off is just too big.
dupreeh is a monster. That's it. I mean, every single time with the deagle, he seems to have an impact. It's just like the CZ over here for Luminosity. When you give dupreeh a deagle, he just finds headshots. Now, while they won't go for the full out, okay. So Fallen, he sticks to his P2K, so he wants his AWP. They don't go for the full gamble here, Luminosity, not with the full bind, but they do go for a gamble in his sorts. They do stack up in restrooms, so they're laying a trap here for Astralis, waiting for Astralis to try and push in aggressive and to try and get the mid control, which is expected. And they sacrifice Device. Device is going to walk in here, and well, unfortunately for him, it's not going to end well.
And look at that, as soon as they see anyone or hear anyone, they pop the flash and they all charge. I mean, the coordination here on the LG side is just so good. It seems fundamental, it seems like it should be easy. Imagine if there had been more people out there, they could have all been dead. That one pop flash.
Who's going to spot the bomb? Is Taco ever going to make it out here far enough? No, he dies. Not sure if he spotted the bomb or the fact that it was all the way up here by Playground. Well, this is still a nightmare for Astralis. They've lost control of mid, so they have no idea where Luminosity are playing from. They're so far back on the map, they have to waste so much time worrying about these angles now, about whether Luminosity are just lying in wait, ready to spring another trap. Oh, this is a scary situation. When you have to worry about up-close corners like this with a CZ.
Yeah, I mean, it is scary, but at the same time, they can't obviously let that get them. They need at some point to man up essentially.
And how they handle that is they go to long. They look to take advantage of their rifles. Boom, there you go. Headshot, done. FNX is gone. And then another long battle here. If somebody peeks around the angle, they should be able to take the fight with the AKs. It isn't until they get up onto the site where there's going to be a bit of a dangerous situation here.
Yeah, they could be walking into a crossfire. If they go for the default plant, then Fur and Cold might be able to do it. There's a good shot from Cold. 10 seconds left, but he can't get enough done. They barely live through that round, Astralis, but they do bring it back to a 9-10 scoreline. I really want to reiterate that setup where they have everybody stacked up and the pop flash. Look at this here. Great replay coming through. I love this. So this pop flash, think about how easy it actually is to set up for your team. And think about on every map how many times you could do this. Just stack everyone, pop flash in and try and see if you could do it. It's better than what a lot of teams do, which is try and say, let's just go for like a default setup with pistols and armor. I mean, yeah, it's so simple. Even in matchmaking, anyone could do this. But nobody thinks to do it, apparently.
It's just teamwork instead of individual play. Treating it like any other rifle round, right, with the pistols. Coming up with clever strategies.
Yeah, and this time they've got 4 HE grenades on the smoke, so they're hoping there's going to be, a 2 or 3 man push coming out of Monster, in which case they'll carpet bomb the map to the Stone Age. So, I mean, all of these things, it's all just good thinking and good creative work coming out of Luminosity. And again, they seem to be almost the only team that's willing to do any of this.
This is just 6 CS, Anders.
Yeah, and I think at some point the rest of the sort of tier 1 teams have to catch up, surely. Well,
Astralis right now, they're content to sit in mid. They've got control of long, pushed all the way up. They can set up now for their smoke execute onto the A site. We'll have to see just when Luminosity decide to pull the trigger on these HEs. Chuck them in there. All these smokes coming in should be enough of a signal for Luminosity to know 30 seconds left. All the smokes. This has got to be A. And so the rotation comes out. One nade goes in deep, but it doesn't do too much damage. There's the second one. They still have one left on Taco, so we'll have to see when he decides to use it. Wow, nice touchdown. And they're softening him up. This is going to make it so much easier for Colt to get in here and murder them all.
They're getting the boost in as well there. cajunb now behind the bomb kick. Not going to be good enough. Cold coming through with 4 kills, and now Sip trying to see if he can salvage it. Shuts it down, denies the ace, but they're all coming for him. That bomb is taking so many people to kill. Sip spray now, one more. He gets a triple, but he goes down, and they turn around for it, and I think they should have enough time here for the defuse. Luminosity winning it with 11-9. And, I mean, those grenades, they saved 2 of them for exactly the bomb spot because, and I was about to say this, everybody always does this. Everybody plants default on the A-bomb side. I've been saying for a long time, people have to stop doing it because there are so many ways to punish it. You can even shoot through the gap in the boxes. There's a gap between those two boxes you can shoot through when people try and plant. There are so many ways to stop it. And then obviously the follow-up quad kill from Coldzera. Ridiculous CZ 75 action here.
Yeah. Gun is totally balanced still, guys. Don't worry.
I'm much less worried about the CZ than I am the Tech 9.
Dude, you kidding me?
Yeah, the Tech 9 is way better.
Yeah, it is actually pretty damn good. Well, Xyp9x is there to say hey to Taco, so. But then Fallen, of course, brings it back with the AWP. That was over by, actually, he went into sewer, aggressive peek towards Monster. And are they going to go for more of it? Look at that, straight through the smoke this time. One of these mind games that Luminosity are trying to play. Now they see that nobody is over here on the B site. We should see the rotation. Yeah, exactly. Cold, he's going to start hauling back over here towards CT to get up to the A site quick, but it's not going to be fast enough.
Oh, I think, yeah, they even put some flashes in from the lower part of the map all the way up into the A-bomb side just to try and buy time. They know that Astralis, they're pushing in here. But they get the bomb plant down. They're being a little bit slow, but there it comes finally. Karrigan in the smoke, trying to see if he can get it working. They're going to boost behind the SWAT truck here to look over, and they do see a couple of people flashed as well. Nice shot, but Karrigan gets two in return. That was the whole boost tower gone immediately. Now Fur and Fallen to try and see if they can salvage this round. And look at how far away Fur is.
Yeah, but he will find the kill on dupreeh, and now that's going to throw Astralis for a bit of a loop here. Karrigan waiting in bank, but Fallen knows so long as Karrigan does not peek, this is the correct play. So long as Karrigan doesn't peek, he should be fine. And he still has cajunb alive there to watch his back. Cajun will take out Fur. That's one flank gone, and Fallen will get taken out next. Key round picked up for Astralis in the end.
And, I mean, look at that. Even a little bit of emotion showing, I think, on the Astralis team there. You see Karrigan, that wasn't just like a, you know, good job, well played kind of high five. That was, yes, we got it. So we need that kind of spirit right now. Something has to bring them back here. dupreeh is still carrying so much with 21 kills here. Pretty much averaging a kill per round, just starting in the 22nd now. Fallen moving close here with that P2000 in hand, and he's got some backup as well in FNX.
Oh, scary. Cold gets taken out, but he nearly removes dupreeh from the map. That would have been a big blow dealt to the offense, to Astralis. But they're still waiting patiently, and this time Astralis are occupying the B side of things. I mean, had this worked, had Luminosity gone for the aggressive push last round, or I mean in this round, right, for that kind of style, if they'd had rifles, I mean, just obviously, you know, you can speculate all day long, but that would have been brutal. Because now Astralis are just waiting for him out here just to see if Luminosity are going to go for more aggression, if they're going to peek again. They have no presence on the rest of the map as well, so do they realize what's happening here, that there is a stiff defense waiting for him?
Well, flashbang goes in. Fur still playing very close to the edge here, and devve going to try and go for it. He goes down to Fur, and falls back, sees the second player, and with the grenade behind him, you can probably guess there's going to be a push, but Xyp catches him just as he comes around the corner, takes down Fallen as well. It's a good work put in by Xyp. Now Taco being close. There's still enough time, even if he kills the bomb clutter here, it should still be all right for Astralis. FNX still picking up one. Oh, he denies it with a double spray. That's going to be the triple, and now dupreeh has to pick up the bomb right in Taco's face. He's got 20 seconds here. dupreeh, oh, he hits the leg shot. One health left. Oh, no. What a steal.
What? I can't take this, Anders. I can't take it. It's too much. Pause called by Luminosity. And it's a tactical pause from Luminosity as well. They're just going to let Astralis stew.
This is
let this sink in. Would they even type that into chat? Just like, by the way, I had 1 HP.
Oh, God.
That would be some next level trash talk. That would be so sick. Right, Luminosity, they're not going to do that. They're just setting up. Now they realize they've got this match within their grasp.
Look at the intensity in Suicide. I can watch this all day. Just how much talk is going on here.
And now, I mean, this is perfect from Luminosity. What a timeout.
Where is the rest of Astralis right now? 23 kills on dupreeh, 21 on Karrigan. Xyp is starting to get in here with 15. Cajun and devve, and maybe especially devve, down to 6 kills.
Yeah, devve needs to really wake up right now. That's the main issue. Imagine if he kicks in, it could all be over for Luminosity. If devve can actually start getting in here and getting kills, having those high impact plays. But right now we just aren't seeing that. It's too top heavy from Astralis. Whereas on Luminosity side, it just feels like every corner, around every corner lies a threat. Doesn't matter who you run into, they're gonna kick you. So, and I mean, there's an additional amount of pressure on Astralis as well, just because, you know, they should be the favorite team in this matchup. They should be the ones going into the finals. This should be their tournament to win. Envy, Fnatic, they aren't here to stand in their way. And so Astralis, they came into this tournament thinking, this is it. All we have to worry about is VP, right? You know, Luminosity are good, yes. You know, but we should be able to beat them. We should be able to beat Na'Vi. You know, this should be our time, right?
Well, I hope they weren't thinking that, because I think then they would have had to have missed how well like LG have been playing lately. Like, I think it's time, like, no European team, no matter who you are, could possibly be underestimating LG any longer. Knife out from Cold Zero. Well, he's going to get shut down here. Huge rush coming in, and Device. That's a bit of a confidence boost. Picks up 2 kills to start off the round with. That's what they need, and they need a lot more of it.
Yeah, this is where they need to just completely crush through Luminosity on the defense. And right now, yeah, Luminosity, they have to back off. They've got the connector play, but I don't think that they have the money to go for a full buy if they were to lose all 3 rifles. And not nearly enough. They can get a decent one together if they survive with 3, but right now, Astralis, I'd actually like to see Astralis out and hunting a bit more. I mean, yes, they get to hold on to the 2 M4s, but then send the other 3 Tech 9s out just to go and see if they can't find a rifle somewhere. There you go, and dupreeh, he's hot on the heels of Fallen. Fallen with the AWP, and again, Fallen is alone. Fallen, nobody there to back him. Oh, he gets spotted, he knows. Hits the shot. Gets the follow-up, no, but there's no time. New end to the round time. He might not have made it otherwise.
Could have definitely been trapped in that corner, but just rushing straight in there and getting those opening frags. 11-12. It isn't over yet, and just judging from the last couple of rounds, it seems like Astralis is starting to slowly wake up. You know, there's some energy in them here still.
And this time they go for the aggressive mid push on Luminosity side, so they're changing it up. They're trying to be less predictable. And well, Astralis, I mean, they're going to come right through. There's the flash. Fur completely blind, but Fallen's got his back. There's the bait, and it's a slaughter. Crossfire situation, and it's a bunch of dead Vikings. All they need is a boat.
Sip 1 versus 3. Take some fire damage there. Got to get out at some point. So much time to play with. I hope he will go the route of just sort of trying to sort of flank all the way around the map here. Going down the middle, I mean, obviously we know Cold is here, so Sip, yeah, he's almost certainly gone. Shot in the back, and that's going to be it. But when you have, you know, 1 minute and 20 seconds left, I'd like to see him just like try and go for like a huge detour, you know, just like run almost as far away as you can. Oh, 1 G's in the chat. It's a Summit shirt there.
1 G's.
Yeah.
Let's get some 1 G's in the chat, guys. Let's get some 1 G's in the chat. Yep, good support.
All the way in Germany. All right then. 13-11 and tactical timeout this time from Astralis. See what they could come up with.
It's been a while since I watched Summit. Can't actually remember how to do a good impression of him. Camera isn't on me, but you know, all you gotta do is like, you know, just lift your hand up and point at the camera. All right. The basics. The basics. All right. Well, talk about a dangerous situation here for Astralis. Considering their money is completely wrecked. They don't have anything really to build off of. It is going to be a Hail Mary buy, it looks like. They're just going to have to go for it because they want to keep Luminosity off of 14 rounds. If Luminosity get up to 14 and Astralis lose this, well, what is it not going to be a full force from them? It has to be. They have to spend all their money. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, just a bit of hesitation, it seems. Flashbangs, 2 smokes. Could just be another rush coming out of it. Actually, they're going to go up to the A side of the map. 1 long train. 2 of them diverting into connector. They're going to run into FNX here, and they do some damage already, but he's going to take out Sip, take out cajunb. dupreeh falls as well. Whatever the plan was, it's been decimated here. I'm not sure there even is a plan B once you've lost more than half your team. Device and karrigan trying to see if they could find a way to get back in.
Oh, if FNX stands up, Device sees him.
Yeah. Oh, paranoia on the FNX side there.
They've got all the edges. They've got the advantage. And Fallen, he's got the AWP. Shoulder peek there. And devve just waiting to drop in on FNX. He wants to do the damage, but FNX has got his mate there to back him up. Karrigan is gone, and that's first striking, and there's devve, takes the first, not gonna get the second. Cold shuts him down. That puts Luminosity up on 14 rounds and leaves Astralis with $2,000 each in the bank. They have nothing to work with here, Anders. It's going to just be a straight up YOLO buy. I mean, just what can they do? Pistols, Kevlar. One of them's gonna have to go P250 just to get some smokes.
dupreeh's already gone Deagle armor.
Oh,
Yep.
they're playing for overtime, Astralis.
Well, everyone except dupreeh, which is uncommon. You usually teams buy together and not just one person sort of doing something else. But on the other hand, dupreeh's been hitting a ridiculous amount of deal headshots. Maybe he's thinking this is the all-in. He goes down immediately. AWP shot to the body, and well, Sipnik's down to 19 as well. I don't know. It was looking competitive for a while. They lost that big round in the B bomb side where FNX just went ham, and Cold Sirius had a couple of big clutches up at A as well. But now, I don't know if there is a way back into this game.
Oh, they can get up onto the A site though, and unfortunately, Karrigan fluffs the flash. So FNX picks him off easily, but they do get a bomb plant out of this, Astralis, so they do have something to work with at least in the next round. They'll get bonus money across the board.
Well,
that's if they lose this. I mean, cajunb has still got the AWP and a good position.
I was gonna say, if he could kill whoever's coming up behind him, that'll be the big test. If he gets flanked, it's done, but if he can kill whoever's coming behind him, he's got devve here to help out, so it's still possible. Deagle in hand, devve now alone. He goes down as well. Fur and FNX just good work on their part. Double kill for either player. And that's going to make it, well, map and match point here. Luminosity at 15 rounds. It's closer than it ever was on Train, but it seemed like so much of their momentum got taken out in that B bomb site push where FNX comes through L-bend. Like, so much gets lost in that round.
Now, well, I mean, they're one round away from having a perfect day. 2 best of 3s, not dropping a single map, and against some of the best in the world. I mean, that would be a monstrous performance here from Luminosity, and they've had such a fantastic start to the year already. But there's a shot, and Fallen uncharacteristically missing. He could get punished, but he's able to just make it barely back in a connector in time.
Yeah, but it's also so hard for them to punish him. And like, what are they going to do? If they run through the smoke, they don't know if there's someone else there. If they run up to the birthday platform, then they have to run through the Molotov. So it's actually very hard for them to do anything about it. Maybe if they could spray through the smoke, they could catch him falling back. But because they also have connector, Fallen can say... all of this seems very well orchestrated to me. There is a plan for an aggressive peak. If it fails, there's a way to get out of it. Just now a minute on the clock. Fallen still with so much map control here in the middle with these two players. They have to play around that somehow, and maybe B is the way to do it.
They're thinking this is going to be an A play, it seems. They're rotating Cold up to A. Unless he goes up to Sniper. No, he is rotating to the A site right now. And this isn't the case. Oh, Fallen finds dupreeh lurking in mid, but that was just a single man. Instead, it's going to be the quick push here from Astralis out onto the B site, straight through Monster. Taco is here with the flash to buy some time.
And that flashes almost everybody as well. Taco looking for a kill. He's now in some trouble hiding in the corner here. Can they actually get him? Pop flash comes through once. cajunb putting that one in, falling, dropping karrigan. It's still a 4 versus 3. They have the edge. Still Luminosity. Can they finish this game right here, right now? Fallen looking for the kill, but it's going to go down to Sipnik. And now it's turned in favor of the Danish side. FNX picking up one. The bomb is planted, and they do have kits on the CT side. FNX coming through the high ground, Fur coming up from behind, and he misses the spray. Sip picking up a double instead, and FNX goes down. And Astralis bringing it to 12-15. And what's the money like for Luminosity? It is pretty good. They can buy this round. 9,000 on Cold, so even has a bit of a bank. Could be overtime.
Yeah, what... And, you know, unfortunately, I think that round nearly gets caught because FNX chucks that Molotov down and blocks off Fur unintentionally there. Right outside of Monster, the Molotov goes down at his feet. That was from his teammate.
It could have limited his... I mean, he could still make it through, but it could have limited his angle a little bit. Maybe he was feeling a bit under pressure on that one.
I mean, slight things, right? Because you think that's a 100% kill that he gets on the man up on the site. He's looking the wrong way. Small details might have made the difference there, but Fallen has enough money for an AWP. Luckily for him, FNX is there to save his life, and FNX with the double kill, double headshot.
What a bro. Just, I mean, Fallen flashed out in the open, just a beacon, easy to kill, and then FNX takes 2.
Taco messed up his smoke, though. Might be trying to take advantage of that. No, he's able to get out of there. Just finds the angle.
I mean, 5-3. The absolute worst way for Astralis to start. If they wanted to make a comeback, then this is not the way to go about it. Taco trying to defend again here. They have a good presence at B right now. Still a couple of grenades left to try and deal with it. Astralis, again, be slight miracle here if they can actually get back into this round, especially now with Fur showing up on the high ground as well. This is going to be so rough.
Yeah, exactly. They've got those 3 players here locked and ready to go. And well, smoke's going down, 30 seconds left. Bomb is here. No, can cajunb actually get the plant safely? There's Taco still alive. He's going to fall back, and that just draws the attention to Cold. Cold able to pick up 1. cajunb with 2 headshots, though. And now Taco has to pace himself. Don't throw it away. Wait for the cavalry to arrive. Exactly. Falls back and plays the clock.
Wow, cajunb is angry right now, but is it going to make a difference? 14 seconds, that bomb plant not coming through. They go for the boost, and Sip is going to be gone. Now it's all cajunb. He fakes it once, go for the spray. He's going to go down, and there it is. Luminosity 2-0 versus Astralis. What a team.
What a fantastic performance for the Brazilians. Not dropping a single map today throughout the bracket. They'll be continuing on to tomorrow to play in the grand finals. Another grand finals for them, Anders. This is
much deserved.
In the space of just a couple of months, this team rocketed to the top. Just started challenging, beating tier 1 teams in best of 3s. They just look unstoppable right now.
I mean, you brought up the term hungry, and I think that's exactly what they are. But even though they've already had impressive